Healthcare has become a major football issue here. There are many hidden taxes and many hidden issues within the healthcare bill. As an example, when you sell your house on the profit, you have to pay 3.8% of the home sales. There's other major provisions that are small, hidden within the bill that I suspect most people don't even know, and I suspect more than half of Congress doesn't know what's in the bill, because it's like 2,000 to 3,000 pages. The question is, will Congress, the people that are in Congress, be held to the same bill? Will they get the same health care? And what about these hidden taxes that are used to fund it going forward? Mr. Engel, we'll start with you, please.
First of all, the Energy and Commerce Committee and the Health Subcommittee, on which I serve, wrote the bill, and I have read it. I've read it a number of times. This is a comprehensive bill. Quite frankly, there are about 48 million Americans that have no health coverage whatsoever. And you know what? It's not just people who don't work. It's not just bums who don't want to do anything. It's people like you and me. 80% of those people are working people. And so that's a national scandal. And what this bill tries to do is try to make sure that 95% of Americans are covered. And by the way, the Congress, we put ourselves right in the middle of that bill. So the coverage that the average American has, we have as well. They put us right in the middle of the bill. We deliberately did that because we wanted to show the American people that we believed in this bill, that we were willing to put ourselves and our families in it. Now this is a comprehensive bill. It's a big bill. Frankly, from day one, Republicans tried to kill it. They would no. They spread all kinds of lies and mistruths about it. I'm amazed that anybody supports it after all the things that I've heard. The bill doesn't kick in until 2014 fully. And we have between now and then to see certain things that we need to change and tweak. You don't scrap everything because it needs changes. You know, Social Security was put in, we made changes. Medicaid was put in, we made changes. This bill will make changes. If there are provisions in the law, and by the way, that thing with taxing people if you sell their house, it's partially true, and I'm opposed to it, by the way. I think that's one of the changes that should be made, but it's above a certain level. It's not if you sell your house, it's got to be 3.8%. It's above a certain level. But I want to look at the whole thing with health care. No longer can the companies turn you away, the insurance companies, to say, sorry, you have a pre-existing condition, we're not going to cover you. No longer can you pay premiums year in and year out, and then you get sick and they say, sorry, you're not covered. No longer can they say there's an annual cap or a cap on you, a cumulative cap, and we're not going to cover you. And now you can keep your children on your policy until they turn 27. Right now it's 21 or 22. There are a lot of good things in that health care bill, so don't believe the nonsense that you've been hearing. Whatever needs to be fixed, we will fix. We've got 4 years to do it. We shouldn't scrap it. We should fix it. America needs health care reform.
Mr. Mele.
Mele.
Please.
Thank you. You see what I mean? There they go again. The definition of hidden means to hide from you. If it's hidden, who are they hiding it from? They're the ones who put it in there. They're not hiding from themselves. And they're not doing us any favors by including themselves. They're our employees, not our employers. They work for us. They work for us. The employees don't have a better plan than the employer. This is ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. To obfuscate, to hide, to deceive means to pull the wool over our eyes. I know that the people of the 17th Congressional District are tired of it. And I know you're not going to tolerate it. This is not about health care. This is about control. 3.8% of your money from the home sales of your house goes to the government. What did they do? Did they ever help you pay your mortgage? Did they negotiate that real estate deal for you? Why do they deserve a 3.8% commission? Do they have a real estate license? How many people here have a real estate license? Raise your hand. How can they get a commission on a home sale that they don't have a license for? The law is supposed to apply equally to everyone, ladies and gentlemen. They are not doing us any favors. I'm going to use one word, and it's a dirty word, is a dirty word in the Congress, but I'm going to use it, so hold on to your seats. You ready? Capitalism. Free markets. Let the free market reign. Let's apply capitalism to free trade. And watch what happens. This economy will take off like a rocket to the moon if we can get government out of our way and the thinking of the nanny state. I don't need any government taking care of me. Do you?
No.
Do you?
No.
You know, if you do, you're going to die because you're going to starve. This government cannot even control its own checkbook. They're $1.2 trillion in debt. There's no money. If they took your money and it's gone. And then they want to sell you a bridge that's broken too on top of it.
Mr. Lowey.
Could I see a show of hands? How many people in this room are on Medicare? How many people would like to give up Medicare? How many people in this room are on Social Security? How many people would like to give up Social Security? I would like to make it very, very clear. I'd like to make it very, very clear that Medicare and Social Security, sir, are government programs. Now, we have to reform them. We have to cut out waste, fraud, and abuse. And by the way, I tell all my friends, if you're going to a hospital or if you need services, look at your bill. If someone just waves to you and you see an item of $1,000 or $2,000, you know that perhaps that is part of the problem with waste, fraud, and abuse. So I believe passionately, and I'm a strong Democrat, that we need government to help people help themselves. We don't need too much government. We don't need waste. We don't need fraud. We don't need abuse. But I don't want to privatize Social Security and Medicare, because I remember talking to Tony Amato, who owns a little store across the street from my office. And when the market was dropping 75%, he said, Nita, what should I do? I said, hold it, hold it. I can't afford to hold it. So he lost almost all his savings, and now he's continuing to work because he can't retire. Second point I wanted to make. I sat there, because I tend to be compulsive with Elliot, 35 sessions, 3 hours apiece on this health care bill. Now, I would have preferred opening up the Federal Employee Health Benefit Plan that serves 8 million people and members of Congress to everybody and make adjustments, but you couldn't get that through the Senate. The Senate is dysfunctional to begin with. This bill may not be perfect, but we had to provide health care, and I don't want to repeal it. I want to keep those provisions that, frankly, don't give you a cap, as Elliot mentioned, when your health care cost goes to the top. I cannot tell you how many insurance companies I called because of that. I want to keep the provision that says up to age 26, you can keep your youngster on your bill. And on and on and on. I think I'm getting a coup. I want to make it clear we should amend it, we should perfect it, but not repeal it, because it also extends the Medicare fund for another long period of time, 12 years. And by the way, Social Security, sir, is solvent to the year 2037. And if we keep our fingers out of it, we wouldn't have to worry about it. So let me say this. I believe that we can amend it, we can improve it, we can make it better, but not repeal health care. We need health care in this country.